I'm just gonna make sure that everything works when we're gonna be live. Miguel's gonna check for us.
Yes, I see live. I hear you double, so I'm not going to
Yay! Sorry for
hear
the delay.
myself. That's terrible.
Sorry for the delay. We had some issue. We needed some time to put everything up. Today we're gonna talk about the Kickstarter and PAX because we have two friends that were at PAX. We're missing Melissa, but she's gonna be there for another time, another live. I don't have a lot of things prepared. I just mostly want to talk to you about PAX and how it went because I'm excited and we didn't have the time to talk about it. So we have Miguel, our creative director, that you've seen in the past if you've seen our live, and we have Marie-Christine, game designer, also there today. So, do you want to just talk a bit about how it was and the plane and the space and the people?
Sure. So for those that were not there, which is the few people, uh, we were far, far back. So we were the last booth at the back of PAX West. So at first it was a bit strange. We looked for a booth for a very long while before asking for someone because we had no idea where to go. But eventually we found it. And while it was strange to be at the far back, I mean, it delayed people coming in when opened. It took nearly an hour before we saw the first groups coming in. Uh, I think it helped us since we were in a corner in the back. We were not as much in the middle of all the crowd moving around. And yeah, we have a narrative game, so not being in the middle of a crowd is always ideal.
Yes,
Though we
not to
have,
have everybody stalking over you when you're trying to get the demo.
as usual, we were put between two action games, which makes sense, of
Exactly,
course.
yeah.
Hey, they don't try to steal your people.
Uh, so same setup as with Comic Con. We were not feeding each other public, I'd say. So people that were stopping at our booths were not stopping at the other ones, and vice versa. So always funny still to see that we don't gather the same type of game together. We're just always in the middle of action games.
Which is a great idea because, like that, not everybody's at the same place at the same time. So,
Yes.
but you had a lot of people.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, we did have quite a lot of people, and it was really nice to get the feedback of them. You know, you don't get to see that very often, so to be there 4 days long to see people play the game and have their direct feedback, that was awesome.
Oh, one of them between Miguel and I needed to be there because we were launching the Kickstarter, and I want to see the people. I want to talk to them. I want to know what they think of the game. So I'm quite jealous of you. Is there a tiny kid at that event? Because most of the event we had in the past were having a lot of kids, but it doesn't seem like an
That
event where
much.
kids are coming.
Uh, I think, well, we saw a few toddlers with their parents, but kids, I think a handful.
Okay.
Those were at least teenagers or adult. Well, those that sit down and play our games
Those that you make cry.
were mostly adults, but we had a few. We also had a few teenager and I think maybe two child that played the game. Not that many, and we didn't saw that many. So I don't know if they just didn't came that far back, or it's not as family friendly as Comic Con was. I don't know, but we didn't saw any.
What's your
Yeah, I mean,
go
well,
ahead.
I just want to say maybe the youngest was about what 11 years old, something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
What's your best moment from all of those days that you spent with people? Explain to me everything. Making me cry.
Are you going to start, Jason?
You said the best moment?
Yeah.
Um, Well, I guess it's probably the one you're thinking of, Mikael, but you should be also the one talking about it.
Okay, so we end up seeing the same person 3 times throughout the weekend. The first day, I think it was the first person we broke the heart of. He tried the demo and it touched him, and he left very quickly and came back to pick a card and left once more. And it's only when he came back on Sunday with his sister, uh, we had the opportunity to talk a little bit. Even then, we didn't talk that much. I wanted to show the game, and if you follow our social media, I think you shared his message on Instagram, I believe.
Uh,
I'm terrible with
he,
social
he,
media,
he,
I
ta-
think,
he
but
tagged us. He
okay.
wrote to us and tagged us so we can see his picture and comments, and it was really, really, really so sweet. So, but we didn't share it. I could ask because I think it's a really great message and I like it a lot, but I don't want to be invasive. He doesn't have a lot of people on his account, so I didn't want to share without him knew it. I'm gonna ask him. It could be a great idea, just so people can see how amazing those events are, because we can meet people and talk to them and just know more about how the game touched them the same way that it touched us. Why we're doing it.
Oh yeah, and after he showed the game to his sister, he came back third time on Monday, and then we had a bit more time to talk. Not that much. It's a bit difficult to have any conversation during PAX because everything is so loud, and especially on Monday, we were so tired, but we were able to talk a little bit more, and I think is representation of why we want to create Spiral, touching people, opening discussion, creating empathy and things like that. He just embodied all that. And as I mentioned, he was not the only one that was touched by the game, and we had a few discussions, and we had people coming back and showing the games to people they know. But I think he embodied so perfectly. I'd say. I don't know if you agree or if you had anything to add to that. I'm terrible when speaking about human
No, no,
beings.
that was perfect. No, it was. And I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but Mick was so touched by them that he gave them one of our folklore shirts. So that was also super sweet, and they were really touched by it. So yeah.
Great. Did you have time to just look around on it at all? I know that I don't have light. Why don't have I light? Okay. Um I'm sorry about that. Just gonna try to make something up. But do you have the time to look around and see what other people did, or not at all? I know that Melissa wanted to do it, but I don't know if she had the time or if anyone else had the time to do it at all.
Maybe we took each like 5 or 10 minutes to go look around, but that was pretty much it. And if we did look around, well, we only looked around our booth, like the indie section, but we didn't go very far, so we weren't able to see all the big studio like Nintendo and stuff. So yeah, that's a shame a little bit, but we were just
Yeah,
three.
uh,
Yes.
we're a little bit of exploring. I think on Monday. Monday was much calmer than the other days, so I was able to, as I mentioned, 10 minutes, just a quick walk around, look at the booth, and just try to see a bit what everyone else was doing. Not that much. I know Melissa did a little bit more. She asked for it because she wanted to do some videos and posts
Yeah,
about
I know
the
she's
games
preparing
around.
something, a vlog, like she did a vlog about what you did, but she wanted to do something about what we've seen that was interesting and the game we'd like to play during the event. So I think she's gonna post something about it,
She
but I
spent,
didn't.
she had, oh, she was also able to play two of the games at
Ooh.
least. I don't
Yeah,
know if
that's
she
true.
played
Yeah.
more.
Mm.
She was able to play two of them. But yeah, most of the time we're just standing at the booth or trying to find a silent spot to eat a couple bites before going back to the booth. So yeah, we did not
Yeah.
explore that much. We were able, however, before everything was installed, to go around everything, see people building their booths,
See the
and
big boots with so much money on it.
an army of worker trying to build everything up. 'Cause- and we didn't stay for dismantling, but it's even crazier. But they have 3 days to build everything up from nothing,
Oh,
and they
I'm
have
sorry. I'm
one
sorry. I'm gonna
evening.
cut you right there because the sister you're talking about is in the chat. So she's there and she's saying that our brother didn't make it to the stream, but they both are really grateful of meeting and playing the game. So I just wanted to let you know.
Thank
I
you.
So I little baby. I need to Flora. I've seen your her profile. She's streaming also, so I'm gonna share the love and go follow you. And I'm gonna add you to a list also for when we're gonna release anything. I'm gonna just message you so you can have it firsthand. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that.
Oh, indeed.
Nope.
So I know. I'm sorry I cut you there.
No, but it was pretty funny to see our little booth compared to even the ones in the indie section. They pretty much all had a kind of, I don't know, a big screen at least, and we just had two tiny laptops. But at least we had the banners.
We need to spend more for those events, but we don't really have money to do it.
Or
Yeah.
Yes, I want a big tree with the light, all the LED, and I want a shed. I want all of this. All. We need a big boot. And so many
Yeah.
hoodie to give.
Yes, but I don't know how they did it, but there was a studio from Spain, and they had a pretty big screen to display their trailer. So I don't know if they bought the screen in Seattle or if they flew with it because it was pretty big. But I don't know how they did
I
it.
know you can rent them also. I never did
Mm.
that twice, but it's something that can be done.
Okay.
At least for the visual part of the booth. I know Melissa had a few suggestions. I think I sent some notes to you
Yeah.
and Jeff and Audrey, so we can look at that. Try to figure out how to make it at not necessarily something
A bit more
grandiose,
attractive.
but yeah, just a bit also more personal. That it feels like it's
Mm.
our booth and not just a booth in any of those events.
We
So,
need
yeah,
that
that's something.
cookie. We need the cookies. We need the tissue. We need the tree. We need all of this.
We need Mick to cosplay as Bernard.
Yes, please.
Mm? Yeah.
For those that don't know,
Yeah.
the main I know he doesn't like when I say that, but the main idea at the beginning, the first thought about the game, about Bernard and about all of this was from Mikael. So he is kind of Bernard. A bit.
It looks like Justin, not me.
I know, I didn't say it looked like you. I say you are him. It's not the same. So while you are going to PAX, we launched the Kickstarter, and it went quite intensely on my side, trying to reach everybody and send everything and do all I can do to bring the people on that page. So the both of us were sending things on social media like crazy. Most of the time our social media are really, 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 really not that live. Like 3 or 4 times a week maybe when we were there, and it was like 3 times a day and story and everything. So I didn't see everything that went on, but you seem like you had really a lot of fun and you meet a lot of really nice people. So I'm really glad. Do we know if we have another live event sooner or not at all, and we don't know yet? I don't remember.
You have one next week? The one that set them up.
No. I mean,
live.
yes, like PAX. No, I don't mean my stream. Yes, I know that one. We're having the voice actors next week.
That event we don't know at all. We know we're not going to Megamigs.
Yeah.
All the others we don't know. We are still waiting for answer for the Indicade, which will happen maybe 2 days before the event. So I hope we can go even if we're picked. Afterwards, well, I'm assuming we will want to go to PAX East during the spring.
Yeah.
Aside from that, we'll need to go take a look at our lists. It's been a while since we did like what we can afford, what we can do with all that, and
Right.
Where's PAX East?
Boston, if my
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Boston.
Can I go? Can I see people? Can I talk to them?
You prefer talking to people than I do. I'm not good talking.
You did really great from what I heard. So I'm quite sure you did really, really good. So I'm not sure I'm better than you at that. I just wanted more. Because I'm quite sure you did a really great job because you know that game. Like, you're all over the place on that game. So you're the best person to talk about it. So no, it's not true. You're lying. Please don't lie. But I really want to go speak to people and hear them about the game because I miss that.
Problem at all with that. And during that time, I'll stay home and sleep.
No, you'll launch a new Kickstarter. That's gonna be your job.
Post on social media.
For those that don't know, because I didn't even talk about this, but in case, like, it's been 20 minutes, but if you're there and you don't know who we are, we're the dev team on Spiral. Do you want to do the pitch? Because you've done it so many times, you must be amazing at doing it. So, anyone for the pitch?
I don't think it's conceivable that someone is there without knowing what Spiral is at that point.
Hey, you never know. And maybe someone's gonna pass by and be like, what is that? And we don't answer that question. Go. Show them your tricks and all you've learned during those days.
I'll go with the short version. So, Spiral is a narratively driven exploration game, a therapeutic vision of cognitive degeneration seen from the inside. Essentially, you become a witness to Bernard's life and try to remember it for him as the story forgets.
Thank you.
Very short version.
Yes, indeed. We have a demo available on Steam and itch.io that you can see a little playthrough, not too much of it, but in the middle. And we have a little bit of picture and video on the side. Mostly picture, I don't think I put any. You have PAX at the bottom of the screen. I don't have any question per other than that. I know we've sent an update to tell people on Kickstarter that we were gonna be there today. Do you think that what's the part that work the best at PAX? Like, you've talked to a lot of people. Do you think that it bring a lot of them to our wish list and to play the demo, or it was mostly to talk to people and bring them to our social media or just spread awareness? And what was the feedback that you had from people when you talked to them?
I think the main feedback was that talking about cognitive degeneration in a game was a really new and fresh concept, and that is not very seen, or I think it's pretty much unseen to this point. So a lot of people were pretty interested in that, and when they heard the word cognitive degeneration, they were hooked, and that's what was that's the thing that allowed them to be really interested in the game and to follow us and play the game.
I know we had a couple of comments about how we were showing it like something not joyful and not bubbly and fun or ludic. I don't know the word that I'm supposed to use there. But did you had any concern from people that tried the game or just listen to your pitch, or they didn't talk about the fact that it seems a lot heavier than most of the game that they play usually?
We did have people when they were mentioning that, saying, "Oh, it's a very heavy subject, or it seems to be dark, or it's going to make me cry, or things like that." And always, at least on my side, I'm not in the head of Marcus and Lisa, so I don't know how they always handle the question. But most of the time, I was trying to explain that our goal is not to be very heavy game. The subject is itself, but we want to focus on the lighter aspect of Renard's life, keeping a balance, showing he had a good and beautiful life, and we don't want to create a tragedy. And of course, we're going through a whole life, so there's going to be beautiful part, sad part, exciting part, boring part. From his perspective, I do hope the game won't be boring at some point.
That's the way we sell the game. It's gonna be boring, but part of life.
So yeah, and that our goal is all about empathy and discussions, and not about making people sad. It's not our goal, and it's a side effect because of the subject. And depending on your relationship with the subject, it's going to touch you to a different level. We really want to create empathy, open up discussions, and help people. It's a word I don't use as much, but I know you find it important about acceptance also. The fact that it's something that be changed, and you need to come with acceptance with that. And
Yeah.
I don't have words at the moment to explain what I want. But
You've told all of them last week. You're running out of it.
I made a few jokes about that with yesterday. Yes. Anyway, the day we took the plane, I don't remember which one it was, but I was talking with them, and I was just words. And literally, just I wasn't saying anything. Just my brain was unable to conceive any words anymore. So.
And me, I'm so nice. I'm bring you there, and I'm say, oh, talk to other people. Bring
I'm
sentences.
Still recovering, so words.
Do you want to go over a bit anything for updates on Kickstarter and your thought, or go over that part of it, or not at all?
Repeat the question.
I'm sorry, my brain is melting too. So I'm sorry to anyone if I don't make sense. We didn't make the Kickstarter update yesterday because we didn't add anything new to say, but we wanted to just go over it a bit there to acknowledge where we're at the moment, and I wanted to know if you wanted to go ahead and go at it, or
We never confirmed with Jeff and Audrey.
no, we didn't. Right? We didn't. But they're not there, so. Hey, VIP information. Do I have a phone? I don't have a phone. I lost my phone. I cannot ask them there. So, hey, let's be wild.
Let's go to the next time.
We're gonna ask them and show them the live after. So,
yeah. So warning: following information hasn't been accepted by all parties.
So it might change. It's a feeling, but.
So anyone who knows our Kickstarter work knows that by that point, the campaign we have currently is has very little chance of success, and we passed and sailed past the point of return and should have reached a certain percentage of the goal to be able to succeed with that Kickstarter.
Which is not an issue itself. You
I'm
sound more depressed than
no.
you're supposed to.
Not at all. We were heading in knowing so I think we're going to update with all the details of what happened, what we believe happened, and the decision we made that were not ideal. But in the end, what I want to say is that we are going to discuss this we can to see what we're going to do with the current campaign, if we let it run its course or if we simply cancel it, which is something we can do. And afterwards, we're simply going to this time learn. So that's the thing. Kickstarter changed in the past year, and now there's something called a pre-launch period, which is where you're going to build up followers and help push the project from the start, which is something we did not knew. Last time we checked, it did not exist. So we were unprepared for that. We learned about the pre-launch 6 days before we launched our campaign. So that was not ideal. We're going simply to relaunch, to set a new pre-launch for a future campaign with some modification to it. But the idea, anyway, backtracking once more, sorry for the confusion, but the idea from the start with the campaign has never been to fund the project. That's something we said on the page, but it's written fairly down at the bottom of the page, so that might not be something that everyone saw, but $50,000. Well, even in US, it's I think $37,000 is what's going to fund the project. Total budget of the project is far more than that, but we did something that so far we've ended ourselves, and we have a plan to reach the end without even receiving any amount. The goal with the Kickstarter was to increase our visibility and reach out to new public. So the reason we're going to cancel and we want to start it over, if we cancel it, and the reason we want to, until we get confirmation, but what might happen. So the reason is that if the project gets funded within a fairly short amount of time, there's a lot more exposure and more visibility on on Kickstarter, and it's easier to reach out to more people. So
if we cancel, first of all, everybody who's on our campaign, we're gonna do a big update explaining everything on our Discord also. So we're gonna try to explain all of the steps that and all of the change that we're gonna do, but the game is still gonna exist and everything is gonna continue and we're gonna bring it back. It's just because we want to make better decisions to make sure that the game has the visibility it deserves, because we think that people didn't have a chance to see it that could appreciate it and take something from it. And we want to meet those people, we want to talk to you, and we want to have them in our community, and we want to be part of that journey with all of you. So that's really why we're discussing what we're gonna do with the campaign at the moment. So it's a if, but that if is gonna be explained at every platform we have, so everybody can understand our I don't know how to... Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But it's kind of a VIP info because, as he said, the people that decide that are not all in that decision at the moment. So it's a if. That's kind of the point I wanted to make, but I didn't know what I was able to say or not because we didn't check with everybody. But I wanted to say it because I think it's important that we acknowledge where we are.
Everyone updated, and that we are aware that we are at that point.
We're really aware, and we're not sad about it, and we're not depressed. We're gonna learn from it, and we're gonna be there again if needed. But we're really glad of what we made of it, because a lot of people joined the campaign that we didn't know, and it's really great to hear new people talk about it and new feedback, and even those that were more critic are also amazing because we've learned and add new thing to the page and consider talking about the game in a different way. So really excited about what we've gained from that campaign, but it's we're aware of where we're at and we're talking about it, and we're gonna come back with an update quite soon. So just wanted to.
There's no if anymore.
No, I'm gonna do an update soon. I'm aware that's a fact, and we're gonna do.
We're going to go back with the campaign soon.
No, a campaign update soon. That's what I mean.
Ah, right.
I'm sorry, it's still a if. I was talking about the update. It's because I'm supposed if you're on our Discord, or if you want to join us on our Discord to talk to us, because we're there and we like to make new friends. Mikael didn't talk to enough people last weekend. We need to give him more. He needs new friends. So if you go there, I have a calendar that I make every month, and on that calendar I have every Kickstarter update that I wanted to do. But if I don't have anything, it's kind of mad to just say, "Hi, we exist." I don't have anything to say. So that calendar may differ from the reality, but I'm gonna bring back a new update quite soon. That's all I wanted to do. It was a big explanation for not a lot of information.
It's a really nice calendar,
Yeah,
by the way.
thank you so much. It was so hard to do. Oh, do we have a new friend? Yes! Hi, Riri! She's on the Discord. I'm happy about that. Oh, I'm not in the chat anymore. I'm sorry, I got confused. We're back. Okay. I was excited. Now we can talk to them. I can meet them. Now you're not the only one who made special and great people. Yay! Thanks, Riri. So we're gonna have Brian too. That's kind of all on my part. I don't know if anyone had question or in the chat, or not Kristen or Mikael, but I don't think you have question. But if you have some, I don't know
really
why,
asked
but
myself.
why you think I don't have the answer? That's quite mean. I have all of the answers.
Question about how things went to PAX would be strange to ask you, I think.
I can make them up. It was an amazing trip. I had so much fun, and there was a lot of people, and the plane at the end, it was complicated.
Yeah, very complicated.
For those that don't know, the first plane, I think, the first one got cancelled.
Was delayed, which
Was
made
delayed,
the second
yeah.
one missed, so we were the joy of taking the plane.
And we don't have Melissa with us, but it was her first time on a plane, so that was cool. But I don't have her to talk about it. I'm sorry. So that's kind of all, I think. But thank you so much for coming there with us. And thank you so much for spending all of those hours on your feet talking to people and being there to represent us. It was really nice of you, and I know it was quite intense. And I know you had fun, but it was quite intense. So we're going to leave you to hibernation. Is it a word in English? I'm not sure.
Hibernate.
The bear during the winter sleep. That. I do my best. Just so all of you know, English is clearly my first language. You can hear that. So I'm sorry. But thank you so much, and see you guys. And we're gonna be there next week, same time. No, it's 7:30 next week with our voice actor. We're gonna have Teen Bernard. We're gonna have adult Sophie the sister of Bernard, and we're gonna have Robert, the dad of Bernard. So we're gonna talk about voice actor and have fun, meet them, because I spoke to them, but in writing, but never like. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited about that.
Nice. Yeah.
So thank you so much. Have a great night.